Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone had a great day today. In the DMV area, it's been in the high 70s and it has been lovely. I saw people with their hoods down, not hoods, tops down, and you could tell we're about to be in the summer, and this is a good time. Hey Shannon, I am going to talk tonight about loneliness. Why are we lonely? I was thinking about, in general, women being home a lot by themselves. Children have grown. Grandchildren are no longer around, or the children, even the grandchildren have grown up. I'm telling you my age by going through this, but I started thinking that as a result of us being lonely, men have more opportunities. And I was thinking, why? Hey, Daryl, I was thinking, why are we lonely? Why are we in a position where we're making ourselves lonely? Well, this whole week I've been jotting some things down, and it occurred to me that many of us have been hurt, and we're fearful about going back out there, so to speak. So it's much easier to go get a pint of ice cream, or some of us a gallon, and go home and can't wait to go home in solitude and turn on the television. Well, when we do that, we get complacent, and it becomes natural for us. And the next thing you know, we've gained a lot of weight and we feel miserable. So I wanted to ask the question tonight, pose the question to women. Why are we lonely? What is going on to make us lonely? Why have we been fearful? Why are we afraid to go out? Hey, Queenie, why are we afraid to go out? And why have we become complacent with being indoors with the ice cream, watching television? And if we don't be careful, we're watching television that could make us even more depressed, such as the reality shows. We see all the bling bling. We see the famous women that appear to have any man that they want, or we see their lifestyles, and we feel like it'll never happen for us. So that makes us go get another pint or gallon of ice cream, and we just sit there and embrace how we feel. So the loneliness just encompasses more loneliness, until the point where when a girlfriend says, hey, let's go out for a drink, let's go out to dinner, let's go out to the movies, you can't fit your clothing anymore, and you don't feel attractive anymore. So you just don't go out. And I'm here to tell you that we have to break that pattern. We have to start loving ourselves again. And you don't have to have a boyfriend to love yourself. You have to love yourself first before you can get a boyfriend. Hey Ebony, if you get a boyfriend and you don't love yourself, he won't be around that long. Or he'll have you and a few others, because he can't love you if you don't love yourself. Hi, Georgina. We have a tendency to close up. We clam up, and then we wonder why nothing is going on in our lives except work and home, work and home. Hey, Ebony. And then we get bitter. we get bitter with our lives. Hey, John. We get bitter with who we have become. But if you think about it, we can't blame anyone but ourselves, because we have made those decisions to stay home, do nothing, mope, watch TV, which is mostly depressing, and there's nothing else. And then we wonder why we can't fit our clothes anymore, and we feel so ugly. We feel so bad. We feel so unwanted. And I'm here to tell you we need to change that. I have a lot of girlfriends who have just given up. They are closed behind closed doors. Their children are grown, or their children are old enough to eat and go in their bedrooms and play their video games. And then the moms just shut down, and they're depressed with the world because of things that have happened to them. And they shut down. And guess what? The men that had put them in that way, let them tell it. Because we don't be put in any place unless we allow that. But we blame the man partner for putting us in that position. And they are moving on. They're happy. They're out there enjoying life. They are taking chances, meeting new people. It's us that don't move forward. And then we want to blame the world for how we are living. So I would like to suggest tonight, hey, Antonio, I would like to suggest tonight that we stop. We stop the madness. We change our patterns. Don't go home. Do something different. Go pamper yourself. Go get new makeup. If you don't wear makeup, try it. You might be surprised as what's behind that beautiful face of yours. The fact that you can not wear makeup and wear makeup, you're not going to tell me it's not going to enhance your look. And you'll be doing it for yourself, not for a date. You'll be doing it for yourself. It is so important for us, Ebony. Hello, Ebony. Hey, nephew. It is so important for us to love and cherish ourselves in spite of what's going on in the world, in our surroundings, in spite of what someone has said to us that will never amount to anything. It is our place to take better care of ourselves. And if you're still in your own dwelling and you're hearing negative thoughts, you're feeling bad, you're feeling depressed, you have a responsibility to yourself to change that. Hello, Marty. Hey, Sherry Joe. You have a responsibility to change that. So I would like to recommend you get out of the house. You change your patterns. Get a new hairstyle. Get a new wig. Get a new weave. Cut your hair. Wear makeup. Go get an outfit that's vibrant, that gives you color, that makes you pop, that makes you stand in the mirror and just say, oh, wow, I had no idea. I still have it. I still got it. And it's okay to cherish yourself. You can't love anybody else if you don't start with loving yourself. No more excuses. Well, I got to do this for my kids. Hey, your kids are going to be okay. It's time for mommy to take care of mommy so that mommy can do a better job of taking care of her children. And you know what? When I am in a lonely state, because I am single and I'm raising one child left out of 4, when I am lonely, honestly, I've never been lonely. I take that back. But when I'm in a state where I'm starting to feel bad, you know what I do? Don't tell anybody. I put on my jams that I used to listen to in the 80s. I blast it. I got a floor mirror in my room. And you talking about, I don't necessarily put on some fancy clothes, but I might put on my jeans and put on a nice fitting shirt that just shows all my curves. And I dance and I close my eyes. I don't even know why I'm in front of the mirror, because I am in another element. I have my eyes closed, but I'm in front of the mirror now because I want to see my gyrations and I want to see how I'm swinging left to right. I want to love on me. And it brings me back to the 80s when I would dance all night in the clubs. I would dance so hard till my hair would be stuck to my face. You would have thought I was Michael Jackson. Because I danced all night, hair all in the front, leaning down on my nose. It didn't matter. I was sweating because I was free. I was free. I don't understand loneliness. I think that is a depressing word. When we are in that lonely state, that's when the adversary gets in our head, tells us we're not going to be about nothing. Nobody's going to ever want us. Nobody's kids. Nobody's going to want us. Nobody's going to be in our lives. We're going to be by ourselves for the rest of our lives. We're going to be unhappy. We're going to be miserable. When you are in that state, get out of that state. It's your responsibility to get out of that state, because if the adversary puts you there, you're going to stay there. You're going to be unhealthy because you're eating, then you're sitting, and you're not being active. You're going to start being depressed because you don't look like you used to look. Find an old picture that you know you look the hottest. Put that picture up so you can see it. No, you may not ever be identical to that picture. I got some pictures where I was 100 pounds. I'll never be 100 pounds anymore. But if you need to go back there, put up the pictures. Wherever your happy state was in your life, make that picture be that picture that brings you out of that pain and get you out of the house. I don't care if you living in a $250,000 house, an apartment that's $1,000 a month, $400, and efficiency of room. I don't care if it's $1 million home. If you're in there alone and you're not in a good state, you need to get out of there. You need to enjoy your life, because guess what? People in our age group, in my age group, I am 55. I am proud to say I am 55 years old. Lord have mercy. Things I've gone through. Woo! Read it in The Little Girl Inside. And coming soon, I Am Still a Rose. I tell you, I've been through some things. I didn't say things. I said I've been through some things. But it's our place to get out of that and to move on. And guess a lot of us are still unforgiving. Dude done went on. Dude done married again, got 5 or 6 more kids running all over the place, may have 2 baby mamas. He has forgotten. He's moved on. He doesn't even remember what he did to you in the first place. He's moved on. And you're still home moping, won't go out with your friends, hate your friends because they're out there dancing, having a great time, going out to dinner, going to concerts, going to the movies together. You're moping. You're moping. If you are 300 pounds, there are nice clothes out there for a 300-pound woman. They have clothing stores where they will mail the outfits to you now. There's no excuse. A makeup artist, I have one on speed dial. I can get her here within a day if I give her enough notice. and I will use her. I stop going out, spending money at the carry outs. I come home and I cook. So that gives me money to do other things with, like get out, pamper myself. Go to the gym. I'm fortunate enough to have a gym in my where I work. So that's a blessing for me. If you don't have that, take a walk. And you know, when you take a walk in a neighborhood or a park, don't just take a walk to take a walk. Look at the trees. Look at the leaves. Look at the birds. Look at the lake. Observe your surroundings, and then you will appreciate life, new beginnings, the fact that God did all of this. You don't have time to mope. You don't have time to be upset about what has happened in your life. You got to move on. You got to grow. You got to get beyond the pain. I talked about that in my first book, The Little Girl Inside, owning my role in my own pain. You have to get out and observe everything that's out there for us to observe. Everything is out there for you. Being home, moping, watching TV all day, got a $300 cable bill when you know you need to cut that thing in half. Get out of the house. Them reality shows, they're not going anywhere. They have monopolized our time. They are taking advantage of especially women of color because we're so obsessed with the bling bling or the lifestyle of the bling bling or all of the above that we get so caught up. We say that'll never happen to us. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to mope and I'm going to be unhappy and I'm just not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. You all have no idea how important this is to me to reach out. If it's just one woman that hears me tonight, it is our fault that we're in the state that we're in. It is our fault. Do you know, if you're lonely and you meet a guy that you're attracted to, do you know he can smell the loneliness on you? And the sad thing is, men can come and go because there's so many women out there. And they're so lonely out there. Hello, Unique. I love your name. There is so many men out there that have so many different women out there because a lot of us are so lonely, they can smell it. And as a result of that, they take advantage of us. So when you're in that lonely state and you have the audacity to go out and meet somebody, let me tell you the vicious cycle out there. They know you're lonely, so they treat you accordingly. They know you can't wait till they come back. They know you can't wait till they sleep over. They know you can't wait till they allow you to cook a meal for them with your money. And as a result of all that, it's a vicious cycle. He leaves or you get tired of waiting on him. And it happens again with the next person. Because as I said, the men know that we are lonely and they take advantage of that situation. They take advantage. And why wouldn't they? They can do, because it's so many of us out there. It's so many of us out there. Women need to be busy. Women need to find their niche, get out of the house. Leave them realities. Okay, watch a reality show once in a blue moon. My heart goes out to the Kardashian young lady who is about to have a baby with an NBA player. It's my understanding she took him from, well, you can't take nobody from nobody for starters, but she dated him and while he was had impregnated another woman, and he left the other woman for the Kardashian. Well, To me, that's karma. And what we fail to realize, what happens with another woman will happen to us in due season. That too, it's just a vicious cycle. What made her think he was going to treat her better than he did the other woman? Because she was a Kardashian? Men have so many more choices. And we can flip that script, ladies. We can flip that script if we start loving on ourselves. She had no business dating him under those circumstances with a new baby coming. She should have said, no, I'm not doing that. She should have not done that, but she did it. So he's going to do it again with another woman. And since he got a Kardashian, it's no telling who the next star is going to be or the next famous person's going to be. But it's a cycle. He's going to continue to do that until he comes against a woman who loves herself so much he wouldn't have the nerve to do that to her. But guess what? That's the one he's going to fall in love with. Not one that allows him to do whatever he wants to do and approves of whatever he does. They're not going to be in love with a person like that. It's not going to happen. And so what I want us to do, ladies, is leave the TV alone. Hello, Tina. I love how you spell your name. Leave the television alone sometime. Get to know your beautiful self. Get the makeup, get the new hair, get the wig. It doesn't matter. And enhance what God gave you. Get a new outfit. Go out on the town. Go out to the museums. Go for a walk at the park. Get to know who you are and love on yourself. And these are things I recommend you do in your free time, because we have a lot of free time, ladies. I don't care how hard you work. You can make some free time for yourself. And I don't mean loneliness. You got to break that pattern. Get rid of the loneliness. Because like I said, if you are interested in dating a good guy, they're going to smell it. And they're going to take advantage of you, and they will use you. They will use you till they can use you all the way up. They don't even like lonely women because they think of them as being weak. So don't be lonely. Love on you. If you want to dance, if you can just dance in your own mirror, do it. Love on you. Love on you. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Marlon. Hey, okay. Look at this. Love on you. Why have some of us given up on finding happiness? Because your spirit is broken. Somebody has hurt you, abused you mentally or physically so much till that's all you hear in your head. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Prayer will get rid of that. Every time something negative comes in your head, just say Jesus. You don't even have to pray. Just say Jesus. That demonic negativity will leave your head because it ain't got nowhere else to go but somebody else that doesn't believe in God. Excuse me. Get rid of that adversary out your head. Finding happiness. Don't give up. It's out there. It's called You Matter at the, You Matter Academy. I like that. Okay. You matter. You don't give up on happiness. Forgive so that you can get beyond. Let me say that again. Forgive so that you can get beyond. And stop blaming him. You know going in that man wasn't good for you. You knew going in he was lying to you. You knew going in that he hurt the other woman he was with. You knew going in that he hit the other woman he was with. Just let it go. Own up to your own situations. Own up to your own pain, like I had to do, and move on. You got to forgive. You got to forgive. Hey, Peggy, you have to forgive so that you can find happiness, because it's out there. It is out there. But I don't mean go looking for it. It starts within. I can say that 950 times tonight. It starts within. I'm telling you the secret. And guess when I'm all excited. When you get rid of all that pain, oh my God. Hello, Denise. When you get rid of all that pain, you have no idea what's going to be in store for you in your life. But you got to let it go. Tom might have hurt you, but Joe might be just the person for you. He might be an inch shorter. He might meet you here, or he might be a little on the wide side. But somebody is out there for you that's going to love you. But you have to love yourself first. And you have to forgive yourself for making the mistakes that you have made. Screw him. I'm speaking on you. Now, you do have to forgive that person or those people or those men. Forgive them. But get your butt out of the house. Start doing things that you have been putting off. If you wanted to write a book, start writing it. If you wanted to learn how to swim, go learn how to swim. If you wanted to take voice lessons, go take voice lessons. Whatever you want to do, this is your time to do it. Life is short. There are people dying in their 30s, in their 40s. In their 50s. We got to live our lives to the fullest. Is it too late for us to find love? Please, it is never too late to find love. But you got to love yourself first. If you want to find true love, love on you first. And I guarantee you it's going to happen. It's going to change your whole attitude. As I say, brokenness begots brokenness. That's the quote I think I should write a book on brokenness begots brokenness. If you're broken, if your spirit is broken, there's a probability that you will find a broken person. Can you imagine if you had been abused in a relationship? I mean, physically abused. And you haven't dealt with that. A year later, you got rid of the guy, but a year later, you didn't deal with any of that. You met somebody else. And he abuses you too, physically, or maybe mentally. It's still abuse. What do you think? You gonna blame that person? Don't blame him or her. You got to look inward. How did I meet this person? Why did he think I'm okie doke that it's okay for any, do I have something on my Ford that says, hey, you can abuse me? No, you don't have it on your Ford. You have it here. You have it here, and they knew it. So they were attracted to you. They were attracted to their next victim. This is some heavy stuff, and I'm here to tell you it can change if you want it to change, but you got to want it to change. You know, we have women that are taking care of men because they're waiting for them to change. They're waiting for them to be the one that they thought they were going to be. They got all this hope in another human being. Well, first of all, why would you put hope in somebody else? That's not our job. Now, our children, okay, we gave birth to them. That's different. But a human being that you didn't give birth to, and you got hope in him doing something that you think he should do in honor of you, please, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. A counselor, a therapist, a renowned therapist told me one day, why do you put potential? Why do you marry based on a person's potential versus what they have today? She said, because it's a possibility they may never get to their potential, and you sitting there 25, 30 years waiting on them to get to their potential, and it never happens. First, it's not your responsibility and it's not your business about them reaching their potential. You're not their mama. But you sit there and wait and wait and wait, and then you realize you wasted 25 years, and that's why you're home moping. Hey, Jackie. Hey, cousin. Then you're home moping because it didn't work out. It's your fault it didn't work out. You sat there with a man for 25 years waiting for him to get the job that he said he was going to get when you dated him in college or high school even, and it didn't come to fruition because he didn't think he would get it himself. He didn't have it in him to go all the way. But you the cheerleader, baby. I know you can do it. I'm here to support you. Where's your support? Where is your support? What are you doing for you? And then, guess a lot of times they do get it, but then they don't want you. So you help them. You help them move all the way up the ladder. And when they arrived, they started, getting cute, flexing. And they looked around and saw you who put your whole life on hold. And they don't want to deal with you anymore. They want a Kardashian sister. They don't want you no more. They have arrived. Yes, you helped them arrive. Yes, you get all the glory. You helped them arrive. But now they have moved on. You waited for 25 years to push somebody, and they pushed you away and married somebody else and had babies by him. I didn't mean to come here and piss everybody off tonight. I meant to tell us to stop being lonely because we're beautiful women. And I hate when people say, well, you might think you beautiful, but I don't think I'm beautiful. I got this, I got that. God didn't make no junk. The junk came from dealing with these lousy men who did not appreciate who they had. And we let that get in our head and in our heart to the point where we believed what they said to us. Stop it, ladies. We have to have that girl power, that superpower. We got all the power, but we have stopped using it. Now they got all the power, and they're using it against us day in, day out. Now that Kardashian sister's at home, about to have her baby, crying and whining, but she got herself in that mess. He was no good when she was dating him. She knew that. She knew he had another baby on the way. Who does that? Who wants a man who's about to have a baby with another woman? Come on, ladies. That's our fault. That's our fault. And you wonder why we're lonely. Because we put ourselves in that position to be lonely. We do that to ourselves. And we got to stop that. We have babies by men thinking that that's going to make them do right by us. Do y'all know they can have another seed planted the next day? Do you know there are a lot of women that have a baby with a man, and that man has a baby by somebody else and their baby's the same age? That happens all over because it's us. We're fools for these men. And trust me, I'm not trying to be a male basher. I'm trying to be a woman empowerer. Is that such a word? Empowerer? Women, we got to be in control of ourselves. We got to stop surrendering. We ain't supposed to surrender to nobody but God. Nobody but God. Not some man who gives less than a crap about you, that make you so upset with yourself that you don't want to go out with a girlfriend. You don't want to go to the movies. You don't want to go to the bar and sit. You don't want to go to church with them. You don't want to do anything but sit and mope and eat the ice cream and watch out of all people, the Kardashians. Or the Braxtons, or whatever. You want to watch their pain in live TV as if you don't have enough of your own. Why do we do that? Why do we do that to ourselves? Hey, Leslie, why do we do that to ourselves? Hello, Walletta. Why do we hurt ourselves like that? We're lonely because we are lonely. We hate ourselves. We are mad. We don't like how we look. We don't like how we have changed. We don't like how we're hurting. But we got to stop hurting. We got to stop hurting. It is our fault. We got to hold that mirror up. I got a challenge for you. Hold that mirror up until you cry. Hold that mirror up until you cry, because you will see all the pain, because you're looking at yourself. And the moment you do that, I guarantee you, you will start healing. But you can't hide it. You can't get behind, I want you to wear the makeup. I want you to wear the wigs. I want you to wear the weaves. I want you to enhance your look. I want you to be the beautiful queen that you know you are deep down inside, but you have been hurt. You've been abused. You've been told you're never going to amount to nothing. You got to release all that. And put that mirror up. Go to the dollar store if you don't have one, or use your phone, or use your makeup compactor. Just look at yourself for as long as you can. I guarantee you're going to cry. That is, if you have not dealt with your pain. And I guarantee you it's going to work. It's going to work, because you're going to start realizing that you are hurting. And that's why you're lonely. That's why you're in the house. That's why you're afraid to go out. That's why you're afraid to meet new people. You have to cleanse yourself before you can go out there, because I'm telling you, brokenness begots brokenness. They see you coming. They smell you. They're out there to destroy, because they are having fun. They're not in it for keeps. They're in it to hurt you. They're in it to destroy everything you are made to be, that you're created to be, because they don't care. It's too much fun out there for them. It's a conquering game. They're like Tarzan. They don't care. It's a game to them. But if they see you're confident, and I'm going to tell you now, when I go out with my friends and I'm at a club setting or at a party or even at a dinner function, I don't get a lot of prospects. I don't. Not anymore. But I know why. Oh, she ain't playing no games. That's next. That's right. I am not playing the games. I am not one that's going to be played. I might play you because I got the skills now. I know how, I've learned how to flip the script, but I'm not in it to be a victim. When these men are out here in public settings, if they're not good men, they're looking for their next victim. I ain't saying to kill you. No, it's not always about the worst thing. They're out here to exploit. They're out here to exploit, ladies. And it's our fault if we don't get ourselves together. Now, don't go out and have your guard up. Oh, let me see who's out here ready to exploit me. No, when you start getting yourself right, you won't even see them coming, because they're going to pass right by you and say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Don't be hurt that they went to the simpleton that didn't listen to me tonight. Don't be hurt that she getting all the play. It's play you don't need. We done been played enough, ladies. Let the other people learn the hard way. If they don't listen, let them learn the hard way. I ain't got time for them. But those that want to grow, I'm here to tell you, just start with you first. Start with you first. I guarantee you, put that mirror up. Start dealing with that pain. I'm telling you, you're going to cry. If you have not dealt with your pain, you're going to cry, and I want you to hit me up on I am still a rose, just like the word, I'm still a rose, at gmail.com. And I'm going to say, I told you you're going to cry. Because you haven't dealt with the pain. And it starts within. It starts within. And forgive them Bamas. If you got to go to a beautiful lake and pick up some beautiful, they don't have to be beautiful. They can be ugly. Pick up some rocks. Write them jokers' names on it. And as you throwing them into the lake, you say their name. Be gone. Be gone. I forgive you. And let it be over. Let it be over. And then start healing. Start praying. Find a church home that you like. I don't mean just singing. The singing is good. It gets you in the mood. It gets you in the spirit. But you need a church that shows you how God can change things. You need a church that teaches you that. And get some new clothes. I don't care if you have to go to the thrift store. Get something that enhances you, that you put on your body and you say, whoa. And again, I don't care if you 100 pounds or 300 pounds. There are beautiful outfits for us ladies all the time, 24/7. And no need of you to be tore up from the floor up. Not in today's society. It's too much out here to make us look good. And you deserve that. You are a woman of God. God created you to be a beautiful, beautiful rose. And you are a beautiful rose. No more abuse. No more standing at home lonely, eating all that ice cream. At least if you're going to eat the ice cream, eat Breyer's low fat. I got to remember the name of it, but it's Breyer's low fat. Come down off of the calories. Because that'll help you too. And stop watching all that nonsense. Okay, watch it once in a blue moon, but not faithfully. Don't put it on the DVR. Don't do that, because they're getting in our heads. Them Atlanta housewives, I used to love them because they used to be positive. Why do we want to see people of color fighting, hurting each other, calling each other names? Why are we doing that? Why are we making them rich? Why are we doing that? They're not going to homeless shelters, helping people, going back to school, or doing something to empower women. They are hurting each other. They're gossiping. They're fighting, throwing wine and water on each other. And we're entertained by that. We hate ourselves that much that we're entertained by other women fighting and degrading each other. And you wonder why the men degrade us. You wonder why the men hurt us. It's because we hurt ourselves. Why not? Why should they be shameful? Why should they be shameful? They see it on television. They see us watching it. Why should they not feel that it's acceptable to hurt us? We hurt ourselves. Please, ladies. Please. Okay. Thank you, cousin. Slow churn ice cream. Breyers, there's a low fat. Y'all stop eating all that ice cream with all that sugar in it, because it's going to blow your hips out of the park. And we got to take care of ourselves. We got to be here for our grandchildren and our grandchildren's children. We got to be here. And don't give up on yourself by eating crazy because you don't have a man in your life. You need to look beautiful at all times to take care of you. You got to do it for you. For you. Get out of that house. Like I said, if you're in the house, blast the music and work them hips and have some fun. Love on you. You don't have to have a man in the house dancing with you. Dance to the music. Watch, remember how you used to flow out there. Do that. Love on you. Stop watching women degrade each other. I pray for the Kardashian woman, but she asked for that. She got involved with a man that left another pregnant woman. Come on. What did she expect? And why should he respect women when they don't even respect themselves? Because we should have some boundaries. What happened to our boundaries? Why is it everything goes with us? Why don't we have boundaries for ourselves? What is up with that? I don't care if you think you're the ugliest woman on this earth. You deserve better than that. And if you do feel that, sister, you need to wake up, because ain't nothing ugly about you. You are powerful. You put up with a lot of crap. You are a superwoman because you put up with a lot of crap. But now it's time to say no more. No more. That's what we should be saying now to ourselves. And I guarantee you, if you put that mirror up, I guarantee you're going to cry. Because you're going to be dealing with all that pain that's just stirred up in you. And these women that happily say they've been married for 35 years and know their husbands out there sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Lucy and Jane. Shame on you. Shame on you. Just to say you've been married 30 years and he's taken you through all that hell. Now, I'm not talking about those that have been married, gone through some things and worked it out. I honor you. You should write a book so other people can stay married forever and ever. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those that are married and are going through pain, and they don't have to go through pain, but they do it because they're worried about what Sister James gonna say, Sister Jimmy gonna say, or Sister Jean gonna say if they say no more. I'm here to tell you, no more. Stop it. Stop it. We have to take care of ourselves. We all we got. We're all we have, ladies. You got to start loving on yourselves. Stop being in the house, lonely, eating all the ice cream, watching all them stupid reality shows. They're not doing anything since the flood, where they did do something, but they were fighting during then. Enough is enough. Why are we making these shows season after season instead of cutting them off because they're not giving us anything of quality? And do we want our daughters doing the same thing that we see these ladies doing on television? Do we want our daughter to have a baby by a man that left another pregnant woman? What is going on with our society? Do you know we've been in trouble ever since Eve? Ever since Eve convinced Adam to eat the fruit, we still are in trouble. We haven't learned. We have not learned anything yet. We got to stop, ladies. We have to stop. We have control if we take it. We have to take control. We have to love on ourselves. Please put up the mirror. Get to know who you are. Put those boundaries up. Stop allowing people to walk over you, walk all over you, just hurt you. And you so worried about being lonely that you accept it. Be lonely to cleanse your spirit. Don't get it confused. I'm not saying don't be lonely and put up with madness so that you won't be lonely. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is get out of the house. Love on yourself. Dance again. Drink again. Just don't be an alcoholic with it. But a sip of wine ain't gonna hurt you if it makes you free. If it makes you just want to flow and just dance to the music. Love on yourself, ladies. Love on yourself. You are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers. You have been fragile. You have been hurt. You have been abused. It is time to get out of that. It is time to recognize your strength. Get your power back. Get your power back. Don't give up on your life because of something that somebody else did to you that you allowed to do to you. Don't give up. There are good people out here. There are good men out here. There are good partners out here. Somebody can love on you, but they're not going to love on you until you love on yourself. I don't care what you say, it's not going to work. You can call me a pessimist. You can call me whatever you want to. If you don't love you first, nobody's going to love you. Your children won't even love you if you don't love yourself first. They will walk over you, talk back, take advantage, cuss you out, everything, if you do not love on yourself. Please, ladies, please. I love you. I want the best for you. That's why I'm on here tonight. I'm on here every Thursday, and I'm going to be talking about things that come to me here. And I'm not kidding you. They just come. And I just speak about it. I've gone through a lot. But I'm going to tell you now, I ain't going through nothing else. And I don't care. Listen to this. Hear me out. I'd rather be lonely in the spirit than to be lonely and hating myself and worried about is a man gonna be in my presence. No, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop. Please love on yourself first and foremost. That's a lot of power, ladies. That is so much power. You gonna think you superwoman, because if you love on yourself, everybody in the room is going to know it. And you're going to lose some friends, because some friends have been taking advantage of you too, because they know you don't love yourself. You don't need those kind of friends. You don't need anybody taking you through more misery and misery and misery and misery. Enough is enough. Life is short. Life is really short. You have to live your life to the very fullest. Stop moping. Stop worrying about, you're right. Hey, cousin. Hey, Reverend Barbie. There's nothing out here for you until you take care of you first. When you do that, and keep in mind, your presence will make you feel even better. If you feel ugly, you ugly. I'm sorry. But if you feel beautiful because you put that mirror up and you started dealing with that pain, you cried every time you put that mirror up, it's okay. That's a healing process. And it's okay to go to therapy. Go to therapy and talk it out. Find out why you did what you did. Find out what you did so that you won't repeat it. Because what did I say? Brokenness be God's brokenness. And we don't need no more broke. We don't need no broke pockets. And we don't need no broke men in our lives anymore. We need to quit that. We need to quit that and stop making excuses for these lousy men. Stop saying it's gonna get better. They knock you upside the head on this side, and then you say it's gonna get better, and then they knock you on the side. It's not a joke. It's happening every day. Because we don't love ourselves. And we so worried about what the friend's gonna say. And they aren't friends in the first place if you gotta be worried about what they're gonna say. Because they should be doing everything in their power to get you out of a bad situation if they really are your friends, instead of looking the other way. And who cares if you gotta go to a shelter to start over? It's okay. I remember being in a 1-bedroom apartment in the projects, because that's where my father-in-law had put me. And I was scared to death. I said, oh my gosh, before they was even drive-bys, I was worried about a drive-by. There were men, gay men, a businessman, and a transvestite in the parking, in the playground, having sex at night. And I would pray to God that he would get me out of that situation. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, not begging, praying, just praying. Okay, God, I'm just talking to him, because I didn't know how to really pray then. I would just talk to him. And that's the best kind of prayer you can do. You don't have to know the scripture to talk to God. Just talk to him like me and you talking. And watch how things change. Because I ended up with 2 jobs. I ended up with 3 jobs. I ended up going back to school. I ended up going to school, working 2 jobs, doing what I had to do, hustling, doing what I had to do. Yeah, it was painful because I had to do it alone. But all that worked through. When you take the first step, God will take a whole bunch of steps in your honor. If you take the first step. Now, them sisters who, I sure wish I can do this. I sure wish I can do that. They ain't going nowhere. All they doing is yapping and yapping and yapping. You have to take action. You have to take action. Who cares about having to go to a shelter? Anything is better than abuse. Anything is better than putting up with somebody that's not doing you of good service. You don't want to be hurt. You don't want to be abused. If somebody tells you they love you and they doing everything in their power to contrary to saying they love you, they don't love you. Action speaks louder than words. They can say all day, baby, I love you. You know you the one for me. Ain't nobody else out here for me but you. You know that. You know I'm here for you. Don't believe that crap. Action. What have they done for you lately to show you that they love you? Oh, they brought you some flowers. You can buy your own flowers, sister. Most men who are cheating bring you jewelry and flowers. And buy the other woman jewelry and flowers. Don't fall for that okie doke. Actions speak louder than words. I'm not talking about them gestures. They play games. Some of them have the same necklace 5 times because I know some of the players. They don't care. They don't care. The game is the game. And my reverend cousin said, don't stay for the kids. They disrespect you for putting up with the crap. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why my baby's father, the 2 girls, oh, wow, the big, beautiful home, the beautiful cars in the neighborhood, he making the big salary, going all over the country, traveling here, traveling there. He had a hole in every area code. You think I stayed with that? And you know my parents said, all you got to do is be in one of the other rooms. Everything gonna work out. Really? Y'all did that in the 50s? I would go to a shelter first. So you know what I did? I left that situation, told him he had to leave first. I had a lot of nerve because I couldn't pay the mortgage. But I told him he had to leave. I couldn't keep the house. We foreclosed on it. And God forbid, I found a townhouse. And the lady said to me, well, I don't know why we should give you this house. You got all those kids. I threw up the pictures. I said, ma'am, this is what I just left. And she said, oh, you lived in that house? Oh, okay. I think me and my husband, we gonna be okay about letting you be a husband. What you think about letting her stay here? We did. They let me stay there. They didn't trust me because I had kids. They thought they were Bebe's kids. So they kept coming over to look at the house. But my point is, I left the situation where the man had the holes in every area code. I left that because I thought too highly of myself. I worked 2 jobs. Then I worked 9-hour days while I was pregnant. That man had to go when I was nursing the infant. I took that baby and my boobies, who were hard as bricks, and we left that situation. We moved into the townhome. I kept nursing her. That baby's about to be a nurse now. Praise God. And I raised her as a single parent by myself. By myself. And I'm sharing that story with you because we got to take the first step. It's okay. It's going to be scary. It's going to be so scary that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I got 6 kids. I got 8 kids. I got my kids and my cousin's kids. How am I going to do this? That ain't your concern. Your concern is taking the first step because you have to love yourself first. That's right. The devil is a liar. And you will be afraid. You will be fearful. But God doesn't want us to be fearful. He wants us to take that leap of faith. Just go for it. And watch. You take one step, he'll keep going on your behalf. Because you obviously had faith to take the first step. But those sisters, I should have known. I wish I could have. If I had this, I would have. I would have, could have, should have. My heart goes out to them because they're going to end up stuck in a bad situation. And they really are going to be the ones in the house eating the ice cream, watching reality shows all night. But dude going to be out there with his new mistress. Because he's already given up on her. And that's just how it works. And it's a vicious cycle, ladies. And it's because of us. We started it. We started it when we stopped loving on ourselves. We started it when we stopped loving on ourselves. And we can't do it any further because our children are watching us. Our daughters are watching us. If we're weak, they're going to repeat the cycle of what they see us doing. They're going to repeat the cycle of what they see us doing. We have to stop the madness. We have to love ourselves. Get out of the house. Put the wig on. Get the hair. Get the eyelashes. I don't have any today, but I usually buy. I learned how to put them on myself, and I look so cute with them lashes. Now, I ain't talking about the ones that come way up here, ladies. Come on now, be natural with it. But the ones that give you a little more volume, you just be popping. We need to pop. We need to pop, y'all. Get rid of all the deadbeat weight that's on your shoulders, all them deadbeats that hurt you. Throw them bad boys in the lake and be gone. Cuss if you need to. Just release it. I guarantee you it's going to be awesome. I guarantee you I can't read these things. They're coming too fast. But I want you to let it go. Let it go, ladies. Get out of the house. Again, put that mirror up. Put that mirror up. You're going to cry. You're going to say, I can't believe I look like this because of what I've been through. But it's going to be good for you because it's going to take you to that next level in your life. Because you're getting ready to make some changes. You're getting ready to make a transition into a better you. I'm a better Tanya. Because I keep putting that mirror up. I'm not perfect. I keep making mistakes. Maybe not in a relationship area as much as I used to. But mistakes in general because I'm human. God made us to be human, right? But when I put that mirror up, and if you want to go do some soul searching, put that mirror up. And just watch how you just cry. And all that crying is going to be a cleansing. And I'm telling you, put that music. I love you too, Kelly. Put that music on and start gyrating to that music. And preachers, if y'all online, RT's online. I'm sorry, RT, but y'all got to get that music. I don't know if y'all remember Set It Off. Lordy, if I hear Set It Off, I'm going to start dancing and I'm going to think I'm 18 again. And I'm going to start moving and getting down. And I'm telling you, do what makes you happy. And get out of that chair, sitting down, moping, not going anywhere with your friends. Stop it now and love yourself so that those men won't continue to take advantage of you. They don't like your kids. They want to get with you and move on. They don't want no parts of you like that. They ain't trying to be the new daddy in the house. They don't want that. Don't even think about that. Think about cleansing your soul first and foremost. And get up out that couch and dance. Throw them bad boys. I hope y'all writing this down. Throw them rocks into the lake. Just throw them in the lake. Say, be gone. All the madness, be gone. And watch that weight just lift off of you. Stop eating all the ice cream. Take walks. You don't have to go to the gym, even though membership now is about $5 because they're desperate to keep us in there. Just walk. And don't just walk to walk. Look at the trees. Thank God for the cardinals. I actually saw a red bird and I just went crazy. And normally I'm just in a pace where, gotta hurry up and do this so I can get back. Now I say no. I power walk, but I'm looking at the water. I'm looking at the trees. I'm thanking God for everything that He's given me. I'm thanking God for getting out of bad situations. I'm thanking God that I love me, and I'm grateful that He's blessed me to have the discernment to know who's in my life and who ain't in my life. Ask for discernment. Then you can start feeling. I can feel when a girlfriend likes me and a girlfriend don't like me. You know, that's deep. When you feel some darkness or some heaviness when somebody's around, get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Because they don't mean you any harm. Why do women keep bad, heavy weight around them when they most times don't? They know that they're wrong for them, and they keep them around because they're so content with the familiar. But the familiar ain't always what we need. Sometimes we need to get rid of the familiar to start afresh, a new life, a new beginning. It's right after Easter. It's a new beginning. Springtime. It's a new beginning. Blossoming. That's why I said do the hair, do the lashes. And I ain't talking about the 9-inch lashes. Natural makeup, beautiful, and some pink lipstick. Do something different. Make yourself vibrant for you. Because once you start putting the mirror up, you're going to see a difference. You're going to see a difference because you're cleansing yourself of all that pain. All that pain. If you got a deadbeat in your life, get rid of them. Because it's going to take you further down, further down, further down, further down. Until you're down so far, you don't know how to get up and you don't know which direction to go because you are so far down in the dumps. Get off that couch, dance. Don't forget to throw forgive and throw those rocks in the water with all them names of people that have hurt you, whether you've been raped, molested, whatever the case. And if it's hurting you so bad, the mirror might not be enough. You may need some therapy from a therapist or a pastor that you trust, but you're going to need some help, and it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We all go through crap. We are not, everybody ain't got a cousin like me. That's right. That's right. Everybody ain't got somebody good in their life where they can trust and talk to about things. So you go to your pastor. If you don't have one, you find one, or you go to a therapist. They're paid to keep your secrets. Don't go to one like I went to and fell asleep. I was like, dang, I guess my problems ain't that bad after all. That woman fell asleep on me, y'all. I'm sitting there saying, and he did this, and he did that to me. And I looked over there and she's like, I said, oh my gosh, she has fallen asleep on me. That taught me a lesson though. That taught me a lesson about life. And it taught me that people ain't concerned about all your issues. We got to pray. We got to figure out why we did what we did. And we don't sometimes always need a therapist for that. But those that feel like they're suicidal or got some issues that they need to deal with so that they won't have that feeling, please go see a therapist, a counselor, a psychiatrist. And it's okay. I've been there. I've been through all of that. And I'm happy with who I am today. And I wish somebody would come try to rain on my parade. You should see the Facebook friends I get. How was your sleep? I don't know you. Why do you care how I slept tonight? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Oh, okay. Delete. But they had an agenda, ladies. We so lonely, we be on the internet talking to people we don't know, telling them how we slept last night. Come on. What the freak is wrong with us? That's somebody who don't know me, and the first day I accept them as a friend, they want to know how I'm sleeping. He's already in my bed. He's already in my bed, ladies. Come on. That you're a therapist. I am a pastor. Go see a professional if you're deeply hurt. I agree. I agree, cousin. I agree. You have to. If you're deeply hurt, go to a therapist. But did y'all hear what I just said? Dude was in my bed and I just accepted him as a friend. He didn't even have the courtesy to get to know who I was first before he in my bed. And what better way than to start, well, I didn't sleep that well last night. Why didn't you sleep that well? You were lonely? Oh, he was just trying to pull me in. But he couldn't pull me in. A player can't play a player. And when you've been played enough, ladies, you should be able to know how to flip the script or know when it's coming. Not take it in and be a part of the victim club. Come on. We too old for that. We're not 18 and 19. And if you are, ladies, listen, so you won't go through this BS. Now, I could talk to y'all all night. Y'all got my throat hurt now. I hope you listening. I hope you share this with somebody you know. You don't have to share with the world because God gonna do his business. But if you know somebody who's out there and they're hurting and they need to hear what I said, please share this with them so that they can hear what I said. Because enough is enough. We ain't getting played no more. I hope the Kardashians hear it because what that young lady went through, she asked for it because she had no business messing with that man and he had impregnated another woman. I don't care what he could have told her. Well, it just slipped in and she got pregnant. Whatever the excuse, it was wrong. It was wrong. And he did the same thing to her. Why do we think a man is going to treat us different than they treated somebody else? And we know, we witness what he did to the other woman. Why do we think we're better than the other woman? We're not. We're not any better than the other woman. So don't think you're above somebody because that didn't happen to you. That happened to her. Because if you have your nose up in the air like that, you're going to be the next victim. And all the money in the world didn't keep her from being a freaking victim. All the money in the world. Now she's sitting over there embarrassed because this is a scandal that's all over the world. A freaking NBA player who couldn't keep it together and love on one person. He sees he can get all the victims all over the place because they're there for him to get. Them women thought that they would be the next prize, that they would be able to get a baby bomb and get a check every month. The Kardashian woman doesn't need it, but them other women do. Them sluts who was sitting there letting him all in their chest, those women thought that they were going to be the next ones to get a baby by him. It's a vicious game. Ladies, don't be a part of that. Don't be a part of that. I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not good. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tonight. Tonight's been really good. So much is going on. I'm actually going to be on WBGR radio station starting in June about relationships. Yay, ain't God good? The I Am Still a Rose will be out in production probably by next month. I'm so excited about I Am Still a Rose because that's my life from the beginning to present. The little girl inside is out there now. Owning my role in my own pain. Y'all, that book was deep because I didn't point the finger at the husband. I pointed it at myself because I ignored so many signs. I don't know what I was going through. I don't know if I was one of them Stepford wives, but I kept making excuses. And this man lied so much that I would say, oh, you didn't mean to say it that way. Remember the last time you told me, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. I would help the liar make his lie back to how it used to be. I would help him straighten up his lies. What kind of mess is that? So I don't want want y'all sisters to go through that. That was just crazy. And when I look back, I should be embarrassed, but I'm past that stage because I wrote about it and I talk about it a lot when I do conferences, when I do speaking engagements. I talk about that. So I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm proud that I'm through it. I done got through it. I had to get to it to get through it. So I'm done with that. I threw them bad boys. Matter of fact, I think I threw them 90 yards into the lake. So I'm good. I'm good with all of that. But I just want to say I love you ladies. We gonna get through this. I hope you're gonna be different when you close out tonight. And it's not too late. The last thing I want to say, it's not too late for some of us to find love. If you have not found love yet, I guarantee you, I can't say it enough, put that mirror up, get therapy, write down all your problems, all your issues, pray over them, put you up a vision board. One day I'll show you mine. I ain't going to show it to you yet, but I have an awesome vision board and I don't even go to it that much. I just prayed over it. I put it in my prayer closet and I put it in there and everything that I want. And it's scary, y'all, because I put that stuff on there 5 years ago. I made my vision board 5 years ago on a pink piece of paper, pink cardboard, and I just plugged in everything I want. Some things didn't even make sense. They were so above me as far as acquiring that I just said, I don't know if I can get this, but I'm going to put it on here anyway. Do you know I'm getting it? I'm getting it. And to know we should not give up on our dreams. So please email me at iamstillarose y'all got me all upset. iamstillarose@gmail.com and let me know that you got your vision board, that you're putting up everything you want. I don't care if it's crazy. Put it on there. You do the mirror until you cry. Just look at yourself. And don't even blink an eye. Just stare. Because if you stare, you staring at your soul. Nobody else is in that mirror but you. I guarantee you, you're going to see some changes. I guarantee you, you're going to see some changes. Don't forget to throw them deadbeats in the water. Put their names on them big as daylight on one of them vis-a-vis markers. Throw them as far as you can and say, be gone. Be gone out of my life, out of my heart. You can do it. You can do it. And remember, I am still a rose, sister. You are a beautiful creature. You can do this. I love you. I'm so proud of all of you because you listened to me tonight. And I got a feeling some of you are going to do what I suggested. Get off that freaking couch. Stop watching them reality shows. They're not better than you. They're not doing better than you. That's just something to pull you in. That's something to pull you in. Put that makeup on, get that hair right, get them lashes, not the 12-inch lashes, sisters, please. Come on, let's look natural for ourselves. Get massages, walk, realize, look at what you're walking into. All that God has created for us, all that's for us. Love on you. Put that ice cream down unless it's diet ice cream with no sugar in it. It tastes just as good, seriously. But don't sit there and eat yourself to death over nothing. Let them people go. They ain't worth it because they done moved on. Dude, the basketball player, he gonna have 2 new girlfriends before the year's out. Ain't gonna look back. And knowing the Kardashians, she's gonna take them in. You know, yeah, she has to now. She has to a degree because they have a child together. She has to communicate with this man, but she ain't got to marry him. But I bet you she going to marry him because she going to forgive and forget. But I'm telling you now, she's setting herself up for disaster by doing so because he's already proven he's not a one-man woman. He's not a one-woman's man. He's not that kind of guy. All right, I'm leaving. I'm closing out. I love you guys. Ladies, we got to do this. We got to take care of ourselves. Don't forget. Okay, I'm going to run it through one more time. Hey, Annette. Patience is amazing. That's right. And we have to have patience on ourselves. We ain't going to lose 30 pounds, sisters, in 1 week. Okay? That ain't going to happen. I don't care if you get it all cut out. You're going to still have the stitches, still have the swelling. You ain't going to lose it all overnight. And that's okay because we didn't gain it all overnight. But we got to take care of ourselves. My blood pressure was 169/80 because I wasn't doing anything. I was so tired from work. I would just sit in here, run errands with my son, watch the reality shows, and then it hit me. This is so negative. This is so negative. Why am I coming home to a DVR to make sure I catch it, to see women of color yanking on each other's hair, talking bad about each other, living in beautiful homes, driving the fancy cars? But what are they doing constructively? Nothing. I could write another book besides doing that. We gotta use our time wisely because it ain't promised tomorrow. Time is not promised tomorrow, ladies. Our time is not promised. We have to do better with our time. It's not promised. So, don't be lonely. Get out of the house. Dance. Throw the rocks in the water. Get rid of all that negativity. Put the mirror up. Enjoy your life. Make yourself pretty. If you're pretty, make yourself prettier. But it starts within. When you love you, you ain't gonna have nothing but love. Ain't no Bama in the country gonna come your way if they know they're wrong and they know they can't come to you and hurt you, because they can't hurt somebody that won't allow themselves to be hurt. They don't even want that kind of party. They don't want the conflict, because that's conflict for them. They want somebody they can manipulate and destroy. And please, men, I'm not talking about the good men. I'm talking about the bad men. If you're the good man, you can chime in. Let these sisters know you the good man and tell them why you know you the good man. But don't just say you're the good man. Action speaks louder than words. And that's what we're talking about. Action, not these words. I love you guys. Ladies, I am still a rose. Remember, I am still a rose. You're a beautiful flower. Don't ever forget that. This has been the longest time I have been on Facebook. Remember what I said? Replay, write it down. Don't be lonely. No excuse for that. Till next time. Bye. I'm still a rose. I'm still a rose at gmail.com. Please write me. Tell me your experience about what we talked about tonight. Thank you. Good night.